Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I'm your other Shorty, and it's new comic book day. And I can already see I've got one person online here, something called Windblade, who orders a lot of Transformers stuff, if I remember correctly. And this week, unlike last week and the week before, there's hardly anything missing at all, apart from a Transformers toy. So, yay! But there's also a lot of other cool stuff. In fact, there's piles of cool stuff. The only bad news, like actual bad news for the day, is the online service we use for our pull lists and what have you, League of Comic Geeks, is down at the moment. The actual website that hosts it is not responding. It's an American website, so we're really, really hoping that it will get sorted out. If not by the end of today, then maybe overnight, and I can come in tomorrow and get it all sorted out. If it's working for you, it's very unlikely. The app has some functionality, but unfortunately does not work. Like the business side of it doesn't work for us. So if you actually have the app on your phone and it is working and you know what you're supposed to get today or tomorrow for that matter, message the store and basically we can sort out your stuff and we'll know that's done. But other than that, we're just gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, I can't figure out a way to get hold of like the information that's on there from before it went down. Apparently there's ways of doing this kind of thing, but I just don't have the internet savvy to do it. So we're just kind of having to wait, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. It basically means after I get like a lot of basic stuff done of getting these on my system, there's a rugby team that I support. One of their pre-season friendly matches has just gone live on their website. So my afternoon is probably just going to be watching rugby. Yay me. No, I'm kidding. I'll be in the shop. Obviously, if people want to come in, if people do know what they're getting, and I'll be keeping updating the website, refreshing the website, hoping like hell it comes online so I can get it all sorted out. I don't want people leaving left to wait for too long. What I want to be able to do is get these done and invoices sent out as soon as possible. And my phone has just started ringing. Perfect timing. I always wonder when that happens if somebody who's watching the video who's just trying to embarrass me. Probably isn't, but they're just going to have to wait, I'm afraid. We're going to start with the action figures and mostly the Transformers. Because there's this thing. Transformers Legacy, it says there. Black Zarak. Ugh. That's how big the box is. Human for scale. This is for the guy who sat there called Windblade, by the way. That's one of several things he's down for today. Weirdly, there's some Transformer stuff coming in that he's not down for, which surprised me. For instance, I'm fairly sure he didn't ask for this. I think I've just ordered these in because I like them. It's, Transformers Jurassic Park. Who doesn't love that? We even have a couple of those because they are very, very cool indeed. So if anyone is wanting those, give me a shout. Of course, if Windblade has changed his mind and he wants one, yeah, that's cool too. Well, the last two bits of Transformers, Tigatron, which feels kind of cool that it's coming today, the start of the Lunar New Year of the Tiger. That's pretty awesome. And Autobot Pipes. Now, because, there should have been 3 different little mini ones there. It means one has gone missing. I can't remember which one is off the top of my head, but I'm sure, I've actually already emailed my sales rep saying it's gone missing because I had the order code for it, and it was in stock when I checked. In fact, I did leave the window open. I might be able to double check that. Slammer, there we go. Slammer has not turned up, but last time I checked, it was in stock. So as long as it got processed when I did send off the email, it will arrive next week. On to non-Transformer stuff now. This is kind of hard to see because it's that whole multiple layers of clear plastic kind of thing with lots of reflection and very, very sparkly. I'm really not going to get a good angle on this one. No, it is My Little Pony Bishoju Luna. That has been ordered for somebody, so you can't have that one. Me Epic's Alien, which is very, very cool. Again, these are awkward to put on camera. And it's not like I haven't got the lighting. So you can see how the light is reflecting off the plastic, but it's very frustrating that you can't just have a look at those. Weirdly, in an actual box with no way of looking at it, you still get a better view of this one. Gundam Superior Dragon, one of the little Bandai ones, which I quite like. A couple of other things here, which might be of interest to a certain person. G.I. Joe Scarlet and Rogue One Chirrut Imwe. That might be pronounced slightly different to that. I do apologise. And a couple of the Marvel Legends. Shriek, which we've already got. I think they sent us this instead of the Transformers one, if I'm completely honest. I've already got a Shriek over there. And J. Jonah Jameson, which we didn't have, but now do, so that's cool. Let's put the Transformers down there for now. AVP Invisible Celtic Predator, apparently. I do like the invisible ones. They're daft and I like it. We do have a little bit of Pokemon. G.I. Joe, yes. Hooper V box set. That probably makes a lot of sense to people who collect Pokemon. I do not, so I have no idea. And a few of the McFarlane Toys ones now. Lex Luthor in a power suit. One of the three Jokers, the comedian one. There should have been two others of those. I'm hoping they will take at some point. And from Gotham Knights, we have Red Hood. And that is all the action figures. I'm trying to find room to put these somewhere, because like I say, there's a lot of them. Okay, that'll have to do for now. And graphic novels. This is a smaller stack than we usually get in, but most of the graphic novels were back orders, including this first one. But it's the first time we've had it in. Don't know why I missed that when it originally turned up, but it is now here. Tom Taylor's Nightwing. Been getting really, really good reviews, and it is in a nice sealed in plastic hardback. So if you're a fan or want to give it a try, yay. 100% Harley Quinn in paperback. Moon Knight collection, which I'm fairly sure has been ordered for somebody. I'd have to double check my spreadsheet on that one. Firefly brand new verse in hardback. I don't know if that's for anyone. Epic Collection Conan Chronicles, almost certainly ordered for somebody as well. And Batman Killing Joke new hardback edition. I wasn't sure if this is Black Label, but I can't see a Black Label thing on there. I think it is still just part of DC Universe kind of stuff. But that is the new edition we have in stock rather than the older paperback we used to have in. Right, I need to move the comic book boxes. Basically, I couldn't fit them on the counter because of all the stuff. So just enjoy looking at the backdrop of comic books, and I'll be really shortly. I should probably talk that because I can't imagine it's very exciting. Just, looking at some still images when you hit a YouTube video link. There's quite a lot of cool comic books this week, though, which is kind of nice. And again, I don't think there's anything missing, other than stuff that was still missing from last week or the week before. Yeah. So let's just get going. Alien, which after a bit of a break is back. I do like that one. The posing on that is very, very cool indeed. Amazing Spider-Man, introducing a brand new character, All Hail Queen Goblin, on the rider thing there. First one for me of the week. If I can make sure I've got the right amount of them. Yes, Arkham City Order of the World. Not only is that just a very, very cool cover on its own, but that is the variant, and that is absolutely beautiful. That is full on a horror movie kind of stuff going on there. Very, very cool indeed. Avengers Tech on Avengers issue 6 for the person who gets that. Basilisk by Cullen Bunn, which I really should get the trade of when it comes out, because I enjoyed the first one quite enough. Batman 120, also featuring a Gotham Academy adventure. Ooh. Very okayish cover there. Nothing really out of the ordinary, kind of posing wise. And the variant much the same, just somebody standing around. I mean, artwork's great and everything, but do something a bit more interesting. I mean, at least this one shows action and combat with a giant panther. I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is just a regular ongoing, not the last Slayer one. Donny Cates' work on Crossover, which I think, like in the wild world, is far more popular than it is in this store. Because hardly anyone who comes in this store actually gets it. Just one person gets it mailed out to them. Speaking of popular things, Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, excellent cover A. Like, really, just love that cover A. Love the motion on it. Cover B, even though it's more of a static image, though, is also very, very cool indeed. I will be disappointed when she goes back to just being Elektra. I have loved Elektra Nachos as Daredevil. It's been fantastic fun. Dark Knights of Steel issue 4 with very cool Harley Quinn variant cover. Dark Red Aftershock one shot. Very annoying that this is this big because it will not fit in the box as everything else. Thankfully, only one person gets Dark Red, so I don't have a bunch of them. Detective Comics, which is part of the Shadows of the Bat thing. Advertising the Batman movie on the cover, just in case you didn't know there's a Batman movie, and also House of Gotham there as well. Echolands, issue 6, which I think I'm probably going to imagine like the end of the first arc. I absolutely love the artwork on that one. Cannot wait to crack into it. Fantastic Four Life Story Part 6, where they're all looking a little bit old now, apart from Thing, who looks pretty much the same. And more Fantastic Four in the shape of Reckoning War Alpha, which I have no idea what's going on with Reckoning War, I'm afraid. I've not been reading up on it. Geiger 80-page Giant, featuring Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Kelly Jones, Sean Galloway, Janet Harvey Novella, Peter J. Tomasi, Paul Pichoche, which I'm probably pronounced incredibly wrong, and more. So yeah, basically a nice big 8-page square bound with a whole bunch of side stories and related content in there. One for me, Human Remains, which has been beautifully done. Can't wait to see how that could play out. Joker presents Puzzle Box by Rosenberg, and yes, I am liking Rosenberg at the moment. Kind of lineup variant there, which I feel sells it a little bit short, considering like how minimalist that is, but it's still doing quite a lot and within the theme of the puzzle box. Just having a lineup feels Justice League Incarnate and Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land. Love that cover. Love the colouring on it. It absolutely pops. Right, I'm going to ship this box down in and out of the way. I'll be back in a second. There was also some other back orders I've not really gone in here with. Some stuff that was missing from the week. A couple of variants were delayed. And some back orders for Batman and Catwoman. For the most part, though, yeah, it's what you expect it to be this week, including Marvels. Sorry, not just Marvels. And new one from DC Comics, The Monkey Prince. I got a couple copies of this one. Nobody's down for it, surprisingly. I quite like the idea of that one. Zdarsky doing some crime fiction in Newburn. Scott Snyder doing post-apocalyptic sci-fi adventure in Nocterra. And somebody doing One Star Squadron Russell. I don't know. I've not read any of this. Issue 1 we didn't get enough of. Yeah. What I am looking forward to, Primos issue 1 from AWA. Been already getting quite a bit of buzz about that one, so hopefully it will be awesome. Issue 1 from Marvel, Sabretooth, getting his own comic book. First time in a while, I think. In fact, he hasn't even got a legacy number. Maybe that's his first solo one. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Excellent new one I'm looking forward to here. Is that Joe Kelly? I'd have to check. I like Joe Kelly's writing if it is. Savage Spider-Man. I don't know what's going on with Savage Spider-Man. I like the look of the character design. We also have the very, very cool Scotty Young variant and the equally cool Sandoval, I want to say, homage variant to Todd McFarlane's work. I'm fairly sure all our variants have been claimed, I'm afraid. So if you want one, you should get ahead of time. Order stuff. Usually at this point, I'd say go and use League of Comic Geeks, but since it's literally down and I keep hitting refresh and nothing's happening, cannot really say yes, it's a brilliant thing. Right now, it's really not. Scumbag, which is just a comic book about a horrible person. Shang-Chi, which isn't. Spawn. Weirdly, Spawn is like the least popular of the Spawn comic books right now. More people buying Scorched or King or Gunslinger, but there are still some people who get their Spawn comics, so that's okay. Spider-Woman, which ties into Devil's Reign. It's not like I thought last week, Devil's Reign Spider-Woman. It is an ongoing rather than a spin-off. A couple of Star Trek ones now with Mirror War and The Best of Picard, collecting stories across 4 decades of Star Trek comic books. So a reprint, but I'm sure there's some people out there who want that kind of thing. On to Star Wars now. Crimson Reign issue 2. I have no idea what's going on in Star Wars comic books at the moment, but that is a pretty cool, very nice noir style variant. Star Wars Halcyon Legacy, another one. I don't know if this is Star Wars Galactic Cruiser Halcyon Legacy. So just to make sure you've got the full title for it. Regular cover there. Very, very cool looking. Variant, a little bit simpler, a bit more just cartoony than High Art, which is a bit of a shame. But don't worry, if you want Star Wars, we've still got more. Got High Republic, just the regular High Republic, not one of the multiple High Republic spin-offs. Oh, speaking of a backorder war, didn't arrive last week. Stray Dogs issue 2 variant, which is cool. Thing, the next big thing, part 4. I'm not sure if that's an ongoing or just a miniseries. Should look into it. Not the thing, but a thing called Truth issue 4. Transformers, just King Grimlock this week. Only the one Transformers comic book. New X-ish comic book, though. We have The Excellent, issue 1, from the senses-shattering pages of X-Static by Peter Milligan and Mike Allred, which is a pretty good creative team if you like that kind of thing. I am not the biggest Mike Allred fan. I don't like his artwork as much as other people do, but I know he has his fans. That is one of the variants we have, and that is the other one. I know which one I prefer. But, you know, such is life. X Lives of Wolverine. We have an extra one of those arriving next week, so we are a bit short on that one. And X-Men Legends number 11. And that's it. That is literally everything we have. As I say, if you're watching this because you're one of my customers, please bear with me as we wait for League of Comic Geeks to get itself back up and running. If you want to watch it because you like watching what's out in comic book stores, remember this isn't everything. This is literally just a selection of what we get as a small comic book store in the north of England. Your local comic book store probably has like way more stuff. We have access to way more stuff. A lot of things we order in didn't even make it on the shelf because the amount of people who just order stuff ahead of time so they don't miss out on things. If you want to know what's going on out there in the world, check out previewsworld.com, your Comic Geeks, or if you have like creators you really, really like. I'm a big fan of Chip Zdarsky and Al Ewing and Ram V and various other people. Go and find them on social media. They will pimp their stuff a lot. They'll tell you about it long before I'll know about it. Give you a chance to get in contact with us and get your orders in. And also you get like previews of art and various things like that. And if you're very nice, have a YouTube channel and review something. They occasionally send you PDF copies of the second issue for free, so you can have a look at it and go, oh my God, that's amazing. But, not everyone has a YouTube channel that used to review comic books. So I guess that one's more just for me. Anyway, that's it. I am done for now. There's a few reviews I'm going to do today. I'm probably going to do one before I go home today, just because, let's face it, I'm probably not going to be that busy for the rest of the afternoon, and I'm going to have some time on my hands. But until I see you again, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.